Hi there, it's Sam from poodles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me, and thank you for joining me in SpringWatch. I love this series every year. 14 video projects that are focusing on the spring summer catalogue and a little bit of celebration, and it's all on for 2 weeks back to back. This is today's project. It is a tiny little Favour box. It's 2 by 2 by 1 inches, so 5 by 5 by 2.5 centimetres. And it's just a little lidded box. Now, I haven't put anything in here, but you could put sweets in here if it were going to be favours. You could put a nice piece of jewellery nestled in some tissue or something like that in there. Just charming. And so I'm going to show you how to make it, and I hope I can get my little twist back on. As I twisted a piece of ribbon rather than just wrapping it round. I twisted it and glued it. Am I going to get it back on? Yay! Yes, I am. So it's a little twist, and there's vellum on the front, and so I'm going to show you how I work with vellum. And there we go. So you need a piece of cardstock that is 7 by 4 inches, 17.5 by 10 centimetres, so not very much. Nice little box. And where's my stylus gone? I keep putting it down. There we go. On the long side, score it at 1, 3, 4 and 6 inches, which is 2.5, 7.5, 10 and 15. Then whiz it round and score it at 1 and 3. And this is Pear Pizzazz, which is one of the colours in the vellum. I used fresh fig on this one, but I wanted to show you the same papers with different coloured cardstock, just to see what the effect would be. Petal Pink is another colour that's in it, and what else? I'm having a look. Mossy Meadow and Sahara Sand. Oh, and Whisper White, of course. Okay. So, all scored. Nice and quick to make this. Cut into the squares and notch a little bit. Just like that. And repeat that all the way around. I'm going to change those scissors for a different pair. Oops, just knocking things around. So straight, keep the rectangles straight, but cutting into the squares. Just like that, and keep going round. So this is Floral Romance, this paper, or this suite in fact, because I'm going to be doing a little bit of stamping from it. I'm not die cutting from this suite today. It's the most beautiful stamp set that I'm going to be working with. Isn't it glorious? And then there is a die set to go with it that has got some of the most amazing shapes in it, including a beautiful trellis, but a little bit too big for this project. Okay, so that's all done. What I want to do now, before I start cutting it close, is actually get this vellum in place, because it's easier to do to lay it down. So because it's a 2-inch square, 5 centimetres, and I only wanted a little hint of a border round, I've cut my piece to 1 7/8 by 1 7/8, so 4.5 centimetres. Now, if I put that down, it's pretty enough. Oh, hang on, I've got it the wrong way up. It's pretty enough, but I just don't feel you get the detail of the leaves. So when you put it over Whisper White and then put it down, you get a much bolder look. Now, what's great about this pattern is that it is quite detailed, so you can get mini glue dots hidden behind these flowers, and I like to use mini glue dots. I'm a bit of a fan, and you can get them hidden away behind those flowers, and you'd never know that there was adhesive on here. And I'm not going to worry too much about the bottom half, so you can see I've got one there under my finger, but you can see it, but it's going to get covered over by the stamping. So I'm going to line this up. So I cut my piece of Whisper White to exactly the same size. Okay, so it's nice and detailed, and I'm going to stick this on. Where's my snail gone? Put it away. There's my snail, and then I'm going to get this onto here now. So there's just a little hint of a border. Now I'm also going to punch a little hole here, just a sort of kind of a thumb hole, and any round punch will do, or any reasonably small round punch will do, but this is my 3/4 inch, and I just want a little bit. That's enough. Okay, and then I'm going to put some adhesive all on these parts here. I'm going to go with some Tombow. Probably a bit too much on that bit there. And so I'm going to start at the bottom, and this bit without the pattern on is obviously the bottom. So there's one part, and let's bring this one round as well. And my husband's on the phone downstairs talking while I'm filming. He's got a very loud voice and my office door is open. So that's one side done. So I'm holding that closed. And the other side I'm going to hold that closed as well. And that one. And this one, when that glue set, I'm going to jump up, shut my door and come back. He has a loud voice. I don't know if anybody else is, anybody else has a partner, husband, wife or whatever like it, but mine seems to forget on the telephone you can talk to somebody as though they're actually right next to you. So bear with me. Office door closed. Right, so that's all done. Now my ribbon. The ribbon is in long reels like, you know, obviously like this. However, at the point in time I was designing this, I was in the middle of making all of my customer thank you cards, which require ribbon of this length. And I'd cut every single bit of ribbon on this spool that I had. And I thought, oh no, I need to use some. What am I going to do? Help, help, help. So what I did was I grabbed a little bit and I just twisted it over and over and over and over in the middle and thought, I really hope that fits. And it did, so that I could get the two bits to stick together. So that's kind of why I had the twist, but I actually really like the twist. So glue dot on one end, twist, 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 pop it under the box and stick it down. And that gave me this really cute little twist on the front that I thought was super sweet. Okay, now I've got some tiny little panels here, again for my stamping. And so I am using this set, but I'm just using one word or one phrase from it, the thinking of you. And it's a cling mount, which means you can't see through it. So I'm going to use my grid paper to line it up and try not to headbutt the camera. I really hope that's lined up. No idea. My camera actually hangs lower than my head, so I can't actually get my head underneath. And then I want some fresh fig. So although we've got pear pizzazz back here, I do want to use the fresh fig. Line up my tiny, tiny little piece here and hope to goodness this comes out straight. Oh, it did! Very pleased that happened. Would have been a worry if it hadn't. How have I managed to get two snails right next to each other on my desk? Oh, I have no idea. And then again, it's a tiny little border around it. Put a snail on the back there and fit it down to the bottom. And I'm going to finish off with a flower. So I've got a little scrap, well, it's quite a big scrap, of pear pizzazz out to one side, and then bitty blooms. And I want my wrong box. I'm after some sequins. Wrong box. Wrong box. Where are they? Here they are. My little sequins, so pretty. And these are, I think these are from the Gingham Gala suite. And I just wanted one of these sort of almost see-through ones. into the middle of the flower. Mini glue dot on the back, up there. And that could be a nice little pick-me-up, a hello, how are you, with a different sentiment. It could be favours. I just think it's really sweet. So 2 by 2 by 1 inches, 5 by 5 by 2.5 centimetres with a tiny little twist of ribbon that's about, I think that was about 6 inches long. Not very much, maybe a little bit more than that. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you soon. Bye.